Come on. Come on.
Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. So, it is currently 9 minutes past 11. As you saw from this morning, 5:30 wake up, downstairs get the electrolytes, and then we're straight into work. And honestly, by this point now, I need a break from that there. I will literally work solid in the morning there in them first few blocks. So now, when it gets to 11:30ish, I need to go train. I need to give my brain a rest. So we're cooking, the boys are absolutely flying, but I need to make sure so I'm fresh for everything else. We go and get that session drilled now. So we're off for pull. I'm gonna get myself ready and I'm gonna bring you with me today, fellas. So let's get it. Also, I was 85.9 again this morning, which is a matched new low. So that is good. Last Tuesday, I was 86.9, so 85.9 this morning. So we're good, boys. We're good.
Right, boys. We're gonna roll the blue. We're gonna roll the blue muffin. Nice this flavour, but it's not the most appetising looking whey paste in the world. I'll show you why, boys, and you can tell me what it may resemble. Peanut butter in the oats now is out, so it's sad. Just the two ingredients with the fruit and the whey. So what I have is 35 gram whey, and then I have 100 gram of fruit. And I hate it when Aldi only have the 4 berry one. Grim. You just get 2 strawberries. It's like the 100 calories gone. So those ones, the summer fruits. If you have them in your oats, get them. Because otherwise, like I said, if you have 100 gram, 2 strawberries, gone. We're sticking with cherry fizz, boys. I'm sticking with. So we'll make this up. And you can tell me what that resembles.
Yeah, boys, as you can see, it doesn't look the best. It is not the most aesthetically pleasing, let's say, but either way, we're going to get it down. Let's get to the gym, boys. We have arrived at the gymnasium. It's quite warm, to be fair. It's the worst thing, boys. If you see, I'm on the side of the gym, and this car is quite big. I fucking hate it sticking out, because there is like you see this van driving past now. There's vans, there's lorries. So yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. But we're gonna get in, we're gonna train anyway, aren't we? So if a lorry's fucking split my car in half when I come out, at least we've got a good pull session, boys. So we'll go for that, But pull, like I said, 85.9 this morning. So that is a matched low. It's Tuesday today. So Wednesday, when this video is coming out, so I'll see what I am tomorrow and I'll update you, because last Wednesday I was actually 87.1. So I was 85.9 this morning. So if I'm in the 85s from there, I'm looking at over a kilo down from the Wednesday, which is good. I do definitely feel it. I have definitely felt a little bit of a pinch this week, just because that's coming down from literally 91.6 down to 85.9. So it's approaching what, 5, 6, 7 kilo. So it's a good solid amount that's come off now. But we're good. We're good. We're gonna get in. We're gonna nail it. So no complaints, boys. No complaints. I needed to get it moving, and I needed to break them 85s and really pushing. Like I've said the whole time, 85 and below is when I start to actually like the physique a lot more, and obviously then we just need to take it to that next level. So pre is down, as always. Cherry Fizz slaps. Anything off Perform, Luke25. Thank you so much as well if you have used that code. I get a lot of messages saying you've used the code and it is doing very well. So very, very much appreciate that. I really, really do. And if it keeps going, it'll be 30% off. It'll be Luke30. So use that, because the more it gets used, it's 30% off, which is unreal. You'll be able to get some very, very good deals on there with that. So let's get in, let's get cracking, pull, game time.
So starting with abs, the number one thing I'm doing here now that I wasn't doing, I'm going to do this with some load, right? So I've just done 2 sets. I was holding these for a 6 count, which is just way too much, right? So what I'm doing now, you'll see me just grab the 5 with my feet, hold it there. Then I'm just thinking about contracting, fully lengthening. So if you get very, very good at these, just literally grab a dumbbell, keep it between your feet, keep you locked in, big contraction, control. I like these a lot. So I've got one more set. I'll show you now the setup with the dumbbell, 3 sets of abs nailed, and then we're onto the T-bar. Straps on, because otherwise it's a long set. I don't want to be worrying about my fucking hands killing me, to be honest. Just want to nail my abs. They go on, and then all I'll do when I hang down, pick up the dumbbell with my feet, like a fucking arcade game or something. Here we go. Got it. Big squeeze, control. So one thing I definitely ain't doing is wasting time, right, with my feeder sets. Like I've literally done just the T-bar, 2 plates for a couple, 3 plates and 7.5 for a couple, and then we've got 4 plates and 7.5. So especially now, when I'm trying to hold this strength, this is the set that matters, not my feeders. I'm warm, I'm ready to go, right? So 4.7.5, 4.7.5, 4 plates and 7.5 kilo. For 8 last week. So this is a prime example of me being a kilo down from last week, and we're trying to get 9, right? So we lock in, we aim to progress, and we push that. And that's at 6 kilos down, that's a kilo down from last week, right? That's what we're driving more. So it's locking in and it's pushing with that. So we'll see that now, boys. But 2 sets of this, let's get it. Definitely should have gone for a wee as well. We're too late now, boys. Let's get it. There, boys, perfect example of a set that's hard when scale weight is down. If you go in with that mindset of our scale weight's down, I'm going to get 6 reps there where it feels like a house when I unrack it. But I'm going there for 9 in my mind, nothing else. And that's why you just get good at that. You can still progress your training in your fat loss phase. That's a perfect example of it. So, extreme row, upper back focused. Now I took this, so we've got 5 plates on the top, 20 in the middle, and then 12.5 kilo in the middle as well. Took this last week for 7. The last rep wasn't great. So this is where a good clean 7, I wouldn't be mad at. That is still a progression from last week. I ain't going in with that. We're going in with the mindset of 8 reps. I'll always go in to beat that, but then looking back and assessing the sets, if that's the case, that it's a bit cleaner than last time, then that's a big win. And you've got to be smart with those plays. So when you're looking back, take those, but do not go in with the mindset of that. Go in the mindset to beat it always. So no joke, boys, that's when I need the thicker thing to get it off, because literally when I'm getting my straps on, my neck is going into that. I feel I want to pass out, mate. That was 8, just about. So I'll take that, and that's where I didn't quite get that last 8. So I'd call that like a 7.5. So I'll try and get 8 full, which still is a win. So we take those. So RDL time, took 2:15 for 6 last time. And if you're thinking, Luke, I swear you just had black socks on, I've changed them because I was sliding all over the gaff, and luckily I've got some white ones in them which are thinner, so I'm all right. So 2:15, we've got 6 to beat, so we'll lock in, we'll get them.
couldn't quite finish that last one.
Right boys, we've stopped to get the Aldi essentials before we go home, so I'll show you what we've got. 2 lots of baby plum tomatoes, the best tomatoes, right? In the beef and rice, and if you do want to volumise your meals a little bit, and obviously from a micronutrient standpoint, iceberg lettuce is absolutely banging. Anything like leaves, just leaves, I don't think is great really, whereas iceberg lettuce, you get a bit of a crunch there, boys, you know what I'm saying? Asparagus, something that I've more recently put in just as a veg in the last meal. I just put it in the pan, pretty banging to be fair. I do like that a lot. It's not that banging actually, but I do like it. The only time I will eat cooked chicken is tonight, and that is just chicken breast, and I'll just have the exact same calorie wise as I normally do. Tuesday's the only day I'll do that. 750 gram 5% beef mince, so that will last me 5 meals. So I split that into, so I cook it all, split it into 5, 150 each. Fry light, or this one, just spray light, good old Aldi, and then we've just got some juice in there as well. So that is just like, don't leave yourself in a bad spot with food, boys. Like, if you've not got food in, just nip to the shop. It'll take you 2 minutes. Get the stuff and eat it. Like, that's why having a plan, just take away the guesswork and just nail it. And then when you want to switch things around, you can, but have the base there. I'm sweating. Let's get back home. Just about to jump on catch-up call. It's a little bit later on now, but I wanted to show you first. I just posted this from Phil. I went through this on the team call yesterday, so I wanted to share it for everyone, but this is what it looks like when you properly graft, right? That is what some proper graft looks like. Like I said on my post then, that's not just doing things when you feel like it. That's not just like trying a little bit and then some weeks you're not doing it and stressed, not motivated, busy. All of those things, right? If you've truly got the goal to properly make some progress and really push it, go and have a look at that on IG. Go and have a look what Phil's got done, because of course everyone's got different structures, different types of physique, everything like that, but you can create your own version of that. Look at my start point, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing, out of shape. So focus on the work, focus on what you actually need to do in the consistency, because the consistency, when you are relentless, and that doesn't stop when you're stressed, busy, bit tired, that gets the results, boys. And that is what we do. That is what we do. So if you're interested in joining the team, link always in the description. I'm going to jump on with Cam, have a good catch up, and then we'll get out and get some steps done. Let's go! Oh, it is steps time. It's actually absolutely banging weather. I have got, let's have a look on the watch, boys. It's 7:30, so I'm just going to go back now for the last meal. So I've got 1,300, so to be fair, I'm probably about 2,000 steps away. So I will be a little bit over, but that's alright, we don't mind that. It'll only be ever so slightly. So I actually answered a question with Luke before. Shout out Luke if you're watching this. He was just asking me about cardio and steps. So make sure you always keep those separate from each other, right? Because if you are counting your steps within your cardio, then it is just taken away from that, right? Like you don't want to mix the two. We want to keep them completely separate. The reason we've got cardio, heart rate elevated in that time. We want our steps separate outside of that. Because for example, if you move your cardio up from 15 minutes to 25 minutes, that would then mean that you're doing less steps, which is like the last thing that you want to do. So say if you've got 10k steps, you move your cardio from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Let's say during 15 minutes, for example, it was 2,000 steps. So you're then doing 3,500 steps. So you're actually doing less steps outside of that cardio. So yes, you're doing extra cardio, but you're doing less steps, if that makes sense. So if you count them together, you'll end up doing less steps outside of your cardio, which we just don't want to be doing. So that's why always keep them separate. So that's why if you do your 10k steps outside the cardio goes from 15 to 20 minutes or 25 minutes. It's extra work on top of that. They're not mixing. So that's very important to do. And the reason steps are good, when your heart rate's elevated, when you're pushing that cardio, it is going to over time come with some fatigue. So that's why it's important to mix them. Steps are going to be a lot less fatiguing from that cardio. So that's why we don't just want to push steps and then you're walking around for ages. Just push the cardio. We can utilize both and then you have a nice mix. So that's what I always like to do with all of the boys there. So I've got 10k still to box. That stayed pretty much the same. Cardio is now at 30 daily, which I actually just did before on the bike. And I did order a step pad. That should be here. I don't know where the hell that is, to be honest. That was like over a week ago. So they need to get a move on. I will actually check my emails when I get back because I don't know where the hell that is. But tomorrow we've got another posing call. So this one is actually like the first one where we'll really be going through how I need to be hitting each pose. So then I can actually start to practice that, because the one thing you'll see when you go to any show, the ones that will stand out are of course the ones who are in shape and have got the most muscle, but who can pose properly, right? You'll see a lot of people do probably better than they should just because they pose properly. So we've got that tomorrow. I'm going to get back to the boys now on WhatsApp, make sure they're all good, and then we'll get into meal 5, which is just good old chicken, asparagus and rice. Lovely, how excited. So final meal, we have got 100 gram asparagus, 130 cooked chicken breast, reduced sugar ketchup, and then 70 gram raw weight basmati rice. And we're gonna sit, watch England, and then to round off the day, we've got the Diet Coke that has got no caffeine in as well. I get those ones because I will usually drink that a little bit later, so it means that we're not having caffeine late on. Watch England, probably put me to sleep, round off work for the day, and then bedtime, boys. Cardio boxed off. I need to eat. This is probably the first time this whole prep where I've been like, oh, I need to eat it. So oats are in the microwave. I was slightly back up 86.1 this morning. I usually do that on the Wednesday. Last Wednesday I was 87.1. Today I'm 86.1. So a full kilo down from Wednesday, and then that usually picks up then towards the weekend, back up a little bit, and so on and so forth. So I was 86.9 Thursday, so hopefully tomorrow we're back into them 85s and we can keep that kilo down rolling. So let's get these oats down me. 30 bag though, boys. Right, fellas, we are off to pick up a very special show day treat for Tom. And a new, we're just gonna see what these hoodies are like before we make them available to the boys as well if we like them. So I'm going to go and pick those up now, which I'm very, very excited for. So if you want to see those, and I've got posing today at 5, see it on Sunday's vid. So make sure you are subscribed. Make sure if you've watched this far, drop the video a like, drop a comment. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next vid, boys. Peace.